Hello, hello. I am really excited about today's video. This was a request, and I thought it was a great idea, and it also gave me the motivation I needed to get on with my fall decorating. So let's get right into it. I still have my summer gum choice though, the watermelon. It smells so good, but we are going to do my fall haul today of all my decorations for fall. Oh, it makes me so happy. I feel like this is going to lift my mood today because I just love all the fall things, and I still have yet to get myself a fall drink at Starbucks. They released it last week, their menu, and I'm like, this may be the day that I go get that. I'm wearing my little pumpkin shirt in honor of our fall haul. So I've got all kinds of things to show today. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. But I did at Walmart this weekend, I picked up just a few of these like soft soap. And I didn't know this until we got home, but I gave this to my 4-year-old son and told him to go put it in his bathroom. And he quickly realized that this is glow in the dark. And so he was so excited about that. Loved it. He made us all come in the bathroom and shut the door and look at it with him. So we've got some soap, and I also have this one. This little soap dispenser that I got a couple years ago. And I just pull it out whenever it's time for fall so that I can use it and decorate. And I haven't had to refill it yet. It's pumpkin and cinnamon hand soap. I love that scent. And I love to pull these out like at the proper season. This one is pumpkin scent as well. I've got some soaps, some hand soaps, and then this candle, apple spice, sand and fog, and it's got like the skulls and flowers on top. So that's kind of fall-y. This actually is so nice. It does not have much life left, as you can see, because I used it last year. But I'm a sucker for, like, my sister thinks it's so funny because she just uses, especially with candles, like she just uses them as she has them. It doesn't matter what the season is, but I'm like, oh, but I want to be able to have a fall candle next fall, as soon as I decorate and stuff. But I have to tell y'all, my allergies have been going whack the past about 3 weeks maybe. I've even changed detergents to a hypoallergenic detergent. It doesn't seem to be helping. I do I do have bad seasonal allergies, but this year has been way worse. I can't figure out what's going on. We actually have like some good friends at my church. They're like my parents' age, but they're our good dear friends, and he's an allergist. And so I told my husband, well, he encouraged me to call this week and make an appointment to go. He said, and I've been hesitant to do that because I feel like they're just going to say, like, make sure you're not using any scents. But he said, and they'll do like some kind of skin test to see how your body reacts to different things. And maybe I could actually find out what I'm allergic to and stay away from it, which would be so amazing if that's possible, to like pinpoint exactly what it is instead of just like ruling out all the scents. So I'm going to try to make an appointment and do that. But moving on with our fall haul. As you know, I cook very frequently. I bake very often. And so I'm pretty sure these came from Hobby Lobby. You know, Hobby Lobby has like the ultimate fall experience. We've got a 4th cup, a 3rd cup, and 1 cup. I'm missing the 1/2 cup, but I know I have it. But I think what happened, I think this metal part broke off, and it's just the like container now. I think I still held onto it, but it's a little inconvenient to use without a handle. But, oh, you know what? I've got a spoon rest that I forgot to bring in here because it was in a different spot from the rest of my decorations. I'll have to show that to y'all later. And then I am pretty positive these little towels came from, well, some of them came from Target and some of them came from Hobby Lobby. This one is pretty worn though. Fall is my favorite with the little tassels. I usually hang these up on the oven and stuff. I've got fall is my favorite. I need to iron this. I love you more than pumpkin spice. And I do love pumpkin spice. But this does need a good little ironing, or at least a tumble in the dryer. And then I like this one too, and sometimes I hang these up together. Just give thanks. That nice blue color goes really well with this one. I love having the little tea towels just to add a little pop in the kitchen. This is new. This will be my first year to use this. I think I must have gotten this in my basket at Christmas, maybe. It's a little gnomes pot holder. Let's see if I can. I don't know where this is from. I don't think it's Hobby Lobby though. You can as you'll see in the next thing, you can usually tell when it's Hobby Lobby, so maybe this came from like Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I really like it. Very cute. And then I also got these. These are new. Gather. These little, what's it called? Why can't I think of the word? Place setting? What is it called? Well, let me see. Placemat. It's on the stinking tag. Look. Fall placemat. Gather. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Very cute. I'm excited to use these. Maybe if I move, we have some people over soon, I can use those. I would not really use them every day with my kiddos because when we have family meals together, things fall apart very quickly. Okay, this has a story behind it. This nice decorative pillow. Little pumpkin is the O. Welcome. And then the back is this nice fall plaid. Love it. So, what happened here is that my sweet dog tore a hole in the side. You know, bit into the pillow and ripped it open in the corner. I'm used to, the outsides of this were like orange. Okay, so 2 years ago, my sweet children's minister, who helped me for the longest, she saw one day when she came over that there was this hole bit in here. And she said something about it. And I said, I know. I need to just throw it away, but I'm really sad because I love that pillow. And she said, oh, don't throw it away. I can fix that. And I was like, are you sure? I feel like, yeah, I can fix that. So she took it, and then fall moved into winter. I redecorated the house with all of our Christmas stuff. She doesn't have the pillow, but we would joke about it because I didn't need it till the following fall. And sure enough, a year later, last fall rolled around, she brought me my little pillow redone, and she just found some fabric that she had, because she ended up having to kind of, take off the side to even it up. I think the pillow is puffier than it used to be because it used to be longer. And she's just a master. So she fixed the bite and then added this to each side to close it all up very nicely together. And it looks like it was made this way. So, sweet sentimental value with this pillow. Love it. Let's see, what else? I've got this little give thanks block. I got it at Marshall's. And I may have gotten this in my basket one year. But I like the blue, green, white pumpkins. Look like that. Put that in like on a countertop somewhere. This one came from Hobby Lobby, and I usually put this one in the kitchen, gathered together. Either the kitchen or the living room on an end table. It's got the different metal for like the pumpkin stem, leaf. Gather together. I love all the theme of gathering together. And I'm not a huge like Halloween person, so all of my decorations I use for 3 months: September, October, November, because they're just fall themed and they go with Thanksgiving also. So I like that because it's more versatile. One of my sisters loves Halloween, and she has all the cutest Halloween decorations. And I love it, but I would rather just put up my decorations and leave them for several months. Happy Harvest. Also, yeah, Hobby Lobby. Some of you probably recognize some of these things if you frequent Hobby Lobby in the fall. This I love. It has a very prominent place in my house. Give thanks with a grateful heart. How lovely is that wooden sign? It has a little metal wire to hang. So it goes in my kitchen, hangs in my kitchen. Okay. Be quiet, careful with that. Then we have Mr. Turkey, Be Thankful, which when I got it out of my big Tupperware box, I realized it has it's broken off of this. I really need to put a strip of hot glue to keep it together, especially in this crazy house. Because I know when all my kids get home from school today, the twins are gonna make it their goal to attack all the new things they see. This is a little pumpkin, and over the past few years that I've had it, has become a little bit frayed up here and around some of the sides because children. But it's still presentable enough to have in the house, so I've held on to it. And I have this little pumpkin. When I was a teacher, I used to put this in my classroom in the fall. It was just a perfect a small thing I could put on my desk. A little shout out to fall that I would have. So now it's in my home. which is lovely. Set that somewhere nice. And then this little pumpkin, which I really have to keep out of the hands of my kids because it's all metal and it's not sturdy at all. I mean, it will wobble. It needs to be in a place that they can't really reach. I think I used to have it in the living room on the end table, but now they're all over that stuff. I may just have it on the kitchen counter somewhere. Sometimes I would put it in like the center of our table, but the kids get into everything now, so I don't know. I'll find a spot. And then this last bit is one of my favorite things, and it is hands down my husband's least favorite thing that I do. And it's the thing that I put on the mantle of our, above our fireplace. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. But somehow every year it gets the stuff, no matter how I move things. We have a big sound bar on our mantle. And you know what? Maybe I'm gonna see if I can adjust things this year. So we have a big sound bar and we have an Apple TV box. For some reason, no matter how I move these stinking decorations around, it's difficult to get the volume up and down on the soundbar. And like the Apple TV thing is not as finicky as the soundbar. So this is what just came into my brain. What if, for the fall, what if I take a couple books and prop the soundbar up so that it's above the decorations? And why have I never thought of that before? Why have I just had to deal with the annoyance of soundbar? Maybe there's not enough room between that and the TV. I'm gonna have to play with it and look. Maybe I can fix this problem. But you're not gonna be able to get the full picture of this right now because it's just in a Trader Joe's bag. I keep all of these things in a Trader Joe's bag, but I will show you some of the things. These really pretty little autumn things. I have a bunch of them. Some of them have pumpkins attached to them. Some of them are just like dried flower looking things. Another one with pumpkin, different colored pumpkins. And then I have a bunch of pumpkins, all different shapes, sizes, colors. Some are shimmery. Some are just plain orange. A bunch of these that I just put everywhere. All different colors, all different shades of orange. Another sparkly orange one. Oh, I've got some of this. Oh, and some of it is falling apart. And I've got a bunch of pine cones. So, you can't see, so sorry. You can't see exactly what it looks like. And then I've got all of these little things, I don't know, gourd looking things. Little acorn looking things. And I put all of that up arrange it in this beautiful way to celebrate fall. Now it's going to be my mission when I set this up today to figure out a way to prop the soundbar. And I will have to report back with whether or not I was able to do it. I think I shared this in one of the Patreon videos, but this past Friday night, I got together with some friends and we watched You've Got Mail together. That was like my fall kickoff because I always watch that in the fall. And now I've just gotta get all my fall stuff out. Now that I watched that movie, today I need to go get a fall drink. And yeah, we're really gonna be moving now with fall. I love it. I love it. The next thing I need to do is go to Trader Joe's and do a fall haul from Trader Joe's because I love Trader Joe's in the fall. It's my favorite time to go there. So I'll have to do that soon. I'll be back with that soon too. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I hope you all are getting out your decorations and all your fall things. Share your favorite fall traditions or foods or drinks or whatever. I would love to be inspired. I just love the fall. All right. Thank you so much for watching.